Some motherfuckers, after a loss in the previous round against the Grandmaster James Blasket, I only have 2.5 points. So I just need to win the last three rounds to end in a good position in the tournament. So let's see how continue the tournament. In the round 3 and 4 I repeat with the white pieces. So I expect to repeat in the 5 and the 6 round with black. So of course in the 5 round I go with black pieces. And my opponent was a kid who have no huge rating. He only have 1900, but he plays good. He draw in the first round against Kraken, and I saw that he's playing good. Okay, he opens with e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop b5, and some. Sorry. Yes. The other day I respond with knight f6 in a rapid game, but in tournaments over the board I prefer to play a6 more. In rapid tournament I always play a6 instead of knight f6 here. I prefer more to try to win the game. A6, bishop a4, knight f6, sword castle, bishop e7, rook e1, b5, bishop b3, sword castle, knight e3. That's the main line. And here the marshal was with with d5. Yes, and I used to play d5 here, but yeah, I don't remember so much. And against a low-rated player, I just prefer to keep a more close game. Here the main move was h3, but d4 was another possibility. The problem of d4 is that allows the move bishop g4 here, who was the best. But instead of bishop d4 who was the best option, I play bishop. I play e takes d4 first. He takes and bishop d4, who have no so much sense here. I don't know what I play this. I play so fast, and I just take on d5 without on d4 without thinking. But bishop d4 here was the logical move. Okay, let's analyze a little bit the black possible response. Black can sacrifice this pawn with bishop f3 and it takes. And in the past, some people try this thing, but it's not so good for white. But okay, was interesting to d5 here was the main move. Knight a5, bishop c2, c6. Here, if d takes just queen c7, and later you are going to take this pawn with a queen, and black is completely fine after this c6 important move. And a3 was another pawn sacrifice that in the past some people made. But here was stronger, just go back to c8. And just later, the same, take the pawn with the queen, and the position is equal. If bishop f3, queen f3, and knight c4 here, knight d2, knight b6, knight f1, and knight g3, that's a pawn sacrifice, but this is more interesting for white than the previous one. Now the knight was exchanged on d5, and white have the full control of the later squares, and look like white have the advantage here. So bishop c8 was better. And here, bishop e3 was another possibility. And I saw some moves like knight a5 or bishop h5. Both are good moves. But e takes d4 is so strange because I give the full center for white. And apart, I give the possibility of this knight to be developed to c3. Sometimes e takes d4 was fine when the knight was on d2. But with the knight on b1, e takes d4 is so strange because now this knight has the possibility of be developed to c3. Okay, here that's the best move. My opponents develop like if the pawns are on e3 or on d2, on c3, sorry, on e5 and on c3. Here, e5 was stronger, e5 and knight e4, placing my knight right in the center, and just queen d7. Instead of that, I still play passive with h6. The problem is that position, if black doesn't make nothing, white is better, because these two central pawns are so strong. If you are going to avoid, if you are going to allow, sorry, your opponent to have these two central pawns without this pawn, if to then break on d5 or on c5. And it's fine to take on d5, on d4, sorry, but if you have the idea of break on d5 or on c5, if you are not going to break, allow that your opponent have these two central pawns is a very bad idea. Knight d2, rook e8, all the time h3 was fine, rook c8, knight h5, bishop c2. I was thinking on c5, but I prefer to just play bishop f8, plays better, plays well my pieces. And here, okay, he plays bishop f1, who is advantage too. d5 was an option, h3 was good too. Before I was thinking about that, but I just simply think about knight c4. But my opponent played bishop b1, and now, okay, I still employing my pieces. The machine prefer just sacrifice this pawn. Okay, I think about that, but I didn't see the full line. I just see the c5, takes, and I didn't see anything like after that. But I have this tactic, bishop f3 here, queen d1, rook here, and I finally at the end of the line I can take on e4. Okay, the problem of this line is that it's so equal for black. So of course the machine like because here the machine evaluate the position like +1 for white, and here say that is equal. So of course the machine likes the move c5. But okay, against a low-rated player, you want to keep pieces over the board and maintain the position if you would. But apart, I didn't see the full line. I just calculate that and I was thinking about a little bit here and I didn't see nothing. But okay, queen d7, d5, c5, and now the takes c6 is a bad move according to the machine. The machine just like to keep these two central pawns and say that I'm not making so much with my fucking pawn. All the time the machine like the move h3 to disturb the bishop a little bit. But after the takes c6, for the first time in the game, I have a good position, 96. And now the huge problem of White is that now he lost his two central pawns, and now he only have the e4 pawn, who is not so impressive. So let's see that I trade my fucking cb pawn for his very good d pawn. So that's why c5 is a good move, and the takes c6 is a very bad move. And apart, some moves ago I have the knight in the corner, and now I have my knight good place on c6. Okay, h3, bishop h5, and now I start to make all the best move. Until here I start to play so good. But really, my only bad move was bishop g4. Sorry, was it takes d4. But okay, after made this mistake, oh, and h6 was another one. d5 was the best. But after I select to play this, I understand well the plan and I start to place well my pieces and finally win a good game. Rook a was fine, knight a5, bishop f8, just improving my pieces and then break queen c5. And here I start to play well. He plays queen c2, a very strange move because I just can play rook c8 and placing my rook in the same file of his queen. Then he goes to d3, but okay, the queen look stay strange on d3. Bishop g6, attacking the queen, bishop f4. And one of the things that who makes me the point in this game is that I start to think so focused in my opponent's time and to play fast in my time. So I just make all my decision in my opponent's time because I sometimes think in my opponent's time, but later after he makes the move, I start to think in my time too. But in this game, in this part of the game, I just blitz my move, but because I'm thinking in my opponent's yes, in my opponent's time. So I put pressure over the board and pressure over the clock. D5, knight h5. And here I don't think about take this pawn or nothing like that. No. I just decide, no. Okay, keep the bishop. I like my light square bishop. I don't like it because I was thinking of that 94. How was the full line? I don't remember 94. But here I lost my light square bishop and he have a good battery here. So I just want to keep my bishop. I play fast bishop e7 and then the e4 pawn is still under attack. Queen g3. I play knight h5, queen f3. And here I was so close to play 94. That was my first idea because I was calculating this line 94. So I was so close of make that. So because I was thinking that he can okay just move the queen and later I'm going to maybe take here first. Rook take, knight takes, and if he takes here, I take full pieces, and here the same. So that's my first idea, but then I saw no, I have the knight on h5 hanging. So I take on f4, queen f4, g5, good move, queen g3, bishop here, and e5, and very good move, knight e5. Now he have no he having a square for the knight. Bishop a7, rook c8, and now he's completely losing. I threatening the knight. I'm coming with knight f3. So if he play here, and I just can take here. And he resign because I'm attacking the queen. He should take with the queen, and the rook is hanging. So good game to come back. I start bad playing it takes d4 and later e6. But then after make the huge mistake, it takes d4. I start to play well. I place well my pieces and I made a good breakthrough on c5 and apart I play fast. So I like how I play in the middle game of this game and I like how I understand the position after of course the mistake of it takes d4. Okay, after that I had 3 points and a half of 5, still being a bad position, but okay, I'm starting to come back. So let's see how the tournament. I fail. I should place. That's the fifth round, not the fourth round. Okay, let's see how ends the tournament. Bye bye, massacre.